Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. It's been a crazy offseason at the wide receiver position. We've seen a bunch of wide receivers get paid. We've seen a bunch of high-profile receivers get traded to new teams. So over the next 3 days, I'm gonna rank the top 32. Well, all 32 teams wide receiver duos. Their top two wide receivers, starting descending order. Today I'll do 32 to 22. Tomorrow 21 through 11, Saturday 10 through 1. Of course, this isn't easy. Let's see how some of these guys could get integrated on their new teams and how quickly some rookies can get equated to the NFL game. So let's get into it. Starting in descending order with number 32, the Baltimore Ravens. Rashad Bateman was the first round pick last year, 27th overall, 12 games. Just one touchdown and 46 receptions. Number two receiver, Devin Duvernay, third round pick in 2020. Was actually a first team All Pro last year as a return specialist, but in 16 games, 7 starts last year, just 33 catches and 2 scores. 31st, the Atlanta Falcons, Drake London, 8th overall pick. How fast can he get acquainted to NFL game? In just 8 games with USC last year, 88 catches for 1,084 yards. And Olamide Zaccheaus, fourth year, last season, 31 catches for 406 yards and 3 touchdowns, all career highs. Not great numbers, though. They also traded for Brian Edwards. Let's see how much of a role he could play. 30th, the Green Bay Packers fell a long way in these rankings due to trading Devontae Adams. Didn't really replace him. Alan Lazard last season did have 8 touchdowns on 40 receptions. Let's see if he could get to the end zone once every 5 catches again. And they did take Christian Watson out of North Dakota State in the second round. He had 43 catches for 801 yards in 12 games for the Bison last year. 29th, the Chicago Bears. Darnell Mooney did have 1,000 yards last season on 4 touchdowns, 140 targets, so catch percentage of just 57.9, not great. And Byron Pringle signed with the Bears after playing last season, well, his first 3 seasons with the Chiefs. Last season, 42 catches, 5 touchdowns. 28th, we have the New England Patriots traded for Devontae Parker. Parker did have over 1,000 yards in 2019, but nowhere close to that in his other 6 seasons. Then we have Jacoby Myers, who has seemingly been allergic to the end zone in his career. Finally scored his first 2 career touchdowns last season in 3 years. 168 catches, but just 2 touchdowns. 27th, the New York Giants. Kenny Golladay signed for big money last offseason, was a major disappointment with just 37 catches for 521 yards and no touchdowns in 14 games. Kadarius Toney was selected in the first round last year, showed glimpses of his promise, but missed 7 games with injury. Ended up with 39 catches, 420 yards, also without a score. They also have Sterling Shepard. 26th, the Houston Texans. Brandon Cooks, one of the league's most underrated receivers, over 1,000 yards in 6 of his 8 years. Then we also have Nico Collins. Collins was selected in the 3rd round last year, his rookie year, 33 catches, 446 yards, and a touchdown. They also took John Mechie in the 2nd round this year. He's recovering from a torn ACL. Unclear when he'll be ready to play. 25th, the Indianapolis Colts. Michael Pittman had a very strong second season in the NFL. 88 catches, 1,082 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Alec Pierce was selected in the 2nd round out of Cincinnati last season. 52 catches, 884 yards, and 8 touchdowns in 14 games. 24th, sorry, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. This ranking could be too low if we see Juju Smith-Schuster revert back to his 2018 self. It's been a while since then. The last 2 seasons, he's only averaged 8.6 yards a catch. Mecole Hardman, last season, 59 catches, 693 yards, both career highs for the 3rd-year receiver. They also signed Marcus Scantling in free agency. 23rd, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're paying Christian Kirk like a number one. He's yet to show that in his career, though. He did have 982 yards last year and 77 catches, but no 1,000-yard seasons in 4 years. And Marvin Jones, he's been in the league a while. Last season, 73 catches, 832 yards, and 4 scores. They also has Laviska Shenault, and they signed Zay Jones as well. 22nd, the Cleveland Browns. They traded for Amari Cooper, giving him a number one. Last season wasn't Cooper's best, but he does have 5 1,000-yard seasons. The number 2 is where they would like to strengthen, but Donovan Peoples-Jones did show glimpses last year. 6th-round pick in 2020. In 14 games last year, 34 catches, 597 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So there you have it. That is 22 through 32. Myself ranking the wide receiver duos in the NFL. What do you guys think? Am I underestimating any of these duos? Who would you rank number one? I'll reveal my number one come Saturday. Again, tomorrow I will be doing the 11th through 21st best wide receiver duos in the NFL. Not an easy task. Again, sometimes it's hard to tell who are going to be the top 2 receivers. Of course, injuries are going to play a role. But I'm doing my best. I am grinding out these videos like the clips back in 2002. Grinding? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.